Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or hi if you're new. Today I'm doing my July TBR. I have to be a little bit quiet. My nephew's napping. Excuse the TV. It's got Nickelodeon on in the background, but I have quite a few books I want to talk about. Most of it is manga. I have 27 volumes of manga that I want to read this month. I've already read 4 books already, so I'm not going to talk about those. But I do have a lot of manga that I want to read. So first off is the rest of Haiku volumes 28 through 45. I do want to finish the series off this month and see what happens, because in the anime we cut off at a good part, and I want to see who wins that match. So I have the rest of Haiku that I want to read. I also have volumes of Yana of the Dawn. I have 28 through 36. I'm still waiting on my library holds for 37 and 38. So I have Yana of the Dawn as well. So that's all of the manga this month. And then let's get on to the novels that I have. I have 15 novels. So we'll see what happens with my reading mood. I'm currently reading 3 of these books, so there's that. A couple of them are book club books, so I will get to those when I talk about them. So I started this one a while ago and then I put it down, but I do have Things We Hide, Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. This will be my first Lucy Score book. I did start it, and then I got to chapter 9, which is page 91, so I almost got 100 pages in, but this is relatively long for a romance. Again, I know nothing about this, so I'm going into most of this blindly. So all I know about this one is follows our main character, whose sister cleaned out her bank account pretty much and left her with a niece she didn't know she had. So that's all I know about this. That's all I'm going to know about it. So I've heard really good things about Lucy Score, so I'm keeping an open mind. I also have By a Thread by her, but I haven't read it yet, so that one. Then I have an entire series on my TBR. I've read the first one, really enjoyed it, gave it 5 stars. So I have the rest of the Dirty Air series by Lauren Asher, Collided, Wrecked, and Redeemed. So all of these follow different couples of the books. So in this is a sports romance that involves Formula One racing. Never heard of it until I read Throttled. Really enjoyed it, so I can't wait to dive into the rest of the series. So then I have The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. This is a billionaire romance series. That's all I know about this one, so going into it blindly. So I've heard good things. Can't wait to read it and finish it off and see what happens with this one. Then I have 2 Sarah Adams books. I have When in Rome and Practice Makes Perfect. I've heard we have to read this one before we read this one. I've heard different things about each book. People really love this one and don't like this one. So I'm going to an open mind and see with these books. I've read the cheat sheet, and I'm one of the ones who actually really enjoyed the cheat sheet. So I have these 2 by her, and I'm excited to read them. So those are on my list. I also have Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. This is her newest release. I'm very excited to read it, so I cannot wait to read this one. And I'm excited to dive into this one and see how it goes. I also have The Deal by L. Kennedy. I still need to read this because we're reading The Mistake this month, and I do need to get that. I don't own The Mistake yet, so I will when I get it. But The Mistake is on my TBR as well. So I have The Deal, which I need to read. I also have this on my Kindle, so I'm not sure if I'm going to read it physically or on my Kindle. I might read it physically. So, but I've heard good things, and I'm going to go into it and see what happens. That one's not on my TBR. What's that doing there? Then I have the couple books I'm currently reading. I'm currently reading Well Traveled, but I may have to return it to the library because it is due tomorrow. And I ended up with a headache yesterday, so I didn't read too much. But this is the fourth book in this series. I got to page 116, so I'm going to try and read more of this tonight. But I have Well Traveled by Jen DeLuca. I'm not enjoying this one as much as the other 3 books that I've enjoyed. And who would have thought this would get me back on my fantasy kick? Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. This is the book club book for, we read that Destiny Sidwell's book club, and I'm already loving this. I'm on page 186 already, and holy crap, why did I wait so long to read this? But I'm enjoying it, so there's that. I also started The Sun and the Star by Rick Riordan and Mark. Sorry, I'm not even pronouncing his last name. This was my friend's book club book for June, and I did not finish it because of the slump that I was in and the manga that I was reading. But I did get more than halfway, and I'm really enjoying this one. So I am on page 258, 259, almost to chapter 26. So hopefully I can finish it this month and give my final rating and review of this and see what happens. I also have the Wayward in Words book club book of the month, and that is The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie O. I've heard mixed things about this one, so I'm going to go into an open mind and give it a try. I know nothing about it. Stephanie Garber blurbed it. Hello, Stephanie Garber. So that's promising. And Elizabeth Lim has blurbed it too. So we're going to see together what this book is all about. One more book, guys. One more book. That's it. I have the Iron Vow by Julie Kagwa. This is the last, I believe, the last book of the Iron Phase series. And this is Evenfall, and this takes place where the last one left off. So I'm very excited to read this one. I cannot wait. Love the cover. It gives me fall vibes on this one. So I'm excited to read it. And we're going to go from there. So that is all the books on my TBR for July. Let me know down below if you guys want to buddy read any of these. I would be happy to. And like, subscribe, stay a while, and yeah. And if you've read any of these, let me know. But keep in mind, no spoilers. Let me know your thoughts, opinions. I would love that. I would love to know. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.